Hello, my name is JESSEY BINTI ENDIM. So I would like to present about the introduction first. Our topic is about the migration of Malaysian employees to find job opportunities in another country. Migration is the progress of people from one place to another place. Migrants believe that moving to other countries is going to improve their life or their family quality of life. However, the population of Malaysia is negatively impacted by this migration along with it. In recent years, Malaysia has witnessed a significant trend of its workforce seeking employment opportunities on the outside of the country, leading to a significant migration of Malaysian employees to other countries. Professional workers in Malaysia looking for opportunities in another countries experience a constantly changing balance of social, demographic, and economic factor in their home country. One way that the migration of skilled workers benefit the global economy is through the promoting intercultural collaboration and knowledge sharing. On the other hand, there is a problem of Malaysian worker migration to another country such as Bahrain, in which a migration highly skilled people could take Malaysia of the knowledge needed for maintaining and growing important sector of the economy. Next, migration increases or reduces the size of population, and it influences its structure and determines the size and rates of growth. If Malaysian workers work outside of the country, it can lead to a reduction in the population of Malaysia. The reduction in the population of Malaysia due to immigration can have demographic effect, including change in age distribution and gender structure, as well as potential impacts on the economic and workforce in Malaysia. Based on the previous research, some people might choose to work outside of the country because they are motivated by the opportunity to earn more money and escape challenging job markets in their own country. It is especially clear in Malaysian industries that are still developing, which make it difficult for fresh graduates to find employment that fits their education. Some people working in other countries to avoid negative work environment in their own country. However, this migration can lead to decrease in Malaysian population, known as emigration. This movement, whether temporary or permanent, has a various effect on demographic and can impact Malaysian economy and workforce. During 2011, about 27,000 Malaysia had chosen to live in countries like United Kingdom, United States, Canada, and Australia. So next, based on the conference proceeding of International Seminar on Global Issue in 2019, many Malaysians choose to live in other countries even though Malaysia has a good standard of living, in search for better professional opportunities. This is because Malaysian employees want to achieve career advancement, higher education award, global experience, economic consideration as a desire for different quality of life, political stability, and personal reason. Even though this leads to brain drain, some people will return with greater skill. Taking a job abroad can have many different kinds of financial advantages, including higher salary, more opportunities for employment, or more positive economic conditions. Individuals may be paid in the chance of developing in their careers, having greater earning potential, or having the opportunity to save and make investment money more quickly. Malaysian employees choose to work in another country due to lack of planning and awareness in the part of the government. This situation has led to a limited job market for certain professions in Malaysia and show that government policy and initiative may not properly encourage the development and differentiation of industry. As a result, individuals may feel forced to search for career opportunities outside of the country or decide to for a job outside their preferred skill. In addition, when considering opportunities abroad, individuals often determine many types of factors including workplace culture, work-life balance, job satisfaction, and so on alongside other personal and professional considerations. It is not solely about the job itself, but also about the overall environment and the lifestyle that the new location offers. Companies and countries that prioritize in investing in creating a positive and supportive working environment are likely to be more attractive to individuals seeking a higher quality of working life.
From the Bank World in 2011, one is the most significant reason leading a potential loss of intellectual capital in Malaysia is identity as a lack of opportunities or for professional advancement. Now, this statement does not mean isolation. It is echoed and supported by various studies conducted by prominent researchers. Researchers such as Chandar, Chong Wu, and Wahab have delved into intricacies of Malaysia's economic landscape. This study conducted in 2011 and 2014, respectively, all reinforce the World Bank Association. The lack of professional growth opportunities is emerging as a crucial factor influencing the decision of Malaysia. Now, when we talk about economic factor, the remuneration package is crucial aspect. Many Malaysians are drawn to opportunities abroad due to receiving comparatively lower wage at home. Research conducted by Chandra, Chong Wu, and Wahab and the World Bank underscore the influence of monetary consideration in migration decision. So where we do Malaysia often to choose seeking highly income and better opportunities. This answer lies in nations known for the economic prosperity. Countries like Singapore, Australia, the United Kingdom, and Canada become magnets of Malaysia professionals seeking a more lucrative career path. Second, in a study conducted by Chong 2013 and 2014, a common trait emerged. Malaysia minority ethnic group, notably the Chinese and Indian, had a perception of social injustice within the country. Specifically, it highlights the professional perception of discrimination among Malaysia undergraduate student minority backgrounds. Discrimination in education, the student according felt the subjected to discrimination within the educational institution of country. A notable example is utilizing of the quota system in the selection process for program administration, as revealed in research by Chong 2013. This system become tangible illustration of perceived social injustice within the educational framework. Ethnic composition of migration, so we does not translate to the terms of migration pattern. More than 19% of those who to leave Malaysia belong to Chinese or Indian ethnic.
Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. My name is NORADIBAH FITRI binti JUMAT BB21110118. We'll discuss about literature review and some recommendation for this topic. In 2018, Malaysia saw a significant influx of migrant workers comprising 20% of the workforce according to the International Labour Organization. This phenomenon has reshaped the labour landscape, particularly in industries like construction, domestic work, agriculture and manufacturing. Despite the economic and social contributions of migrant workers, public opinion in Malaysia is divided. A staggering 56% of the population believes that country does not need low-skilled migrant workers, and 47% perceive a negative impact on the overall economy. To delve deeper into the dynamics of labour migration, Laura Foley conducted a study, Criminality, Chaos and Corruption, analysing the narratives of labour migration dynamics in Malaysia. Foley's research reveals a perception of Malaysia's migration governance structure as chaotic and corrupt, shedding light on the challenges faced by policy-relevant actors within the migration governance system. Beyond governance issues, Foley's study explores the perceived ease of entering Malaysia for employment, both legally and illegally. Factors such as high demand for workers, the availability of work permits, the country's geographical location, and porous borders contribute to this narrative. Interestingly, this ease of migration is seen by many as having positive economic implications on Malaysia, benefiting not only the country but also the migrant workers, their families and the nations they came from. Shifting our focus to the impact on education, the departure of skilled educators for opportunities abroad poses a threat to the quality of Malaysian educational and research institutions. This brand drain issue, highlighted by OLS in 2018, could potentially result in a loss of essential professionals crucial for research and development operations. Malaysia's ambitious goal to become a net exporter of tertiary education by 2020 faced challenges due to the brand drain issue, hindering the nation's ability to retain and attract foreign talent. Furthermore, educational exclusion affects non-citizen children in Malaysia, especially refugees and asylum seekers, limiting their opportunities for employment and further education. To address these challenges, the Malaysia government has implemented initiatives such as the Government Transformation Program (GTP) and the Economic Transformation Program (ETP). These efforts aim to boost labour market competitiveness, raise salaries, and ensure that Malaysia's education system remains healthy and inclusive despite the impact of brand drain and the relocation of Malaysian employees to other countries.
On analysis and discussion part, there are several issues of Malaysian employees moving to other country and its impact on the population in Malaysia. The first issue is gender discrimination. For example, on figure above, women earn up to 39.7% less salary than male, which is RM 1,481 salary for male workers, while only RM 893 salary for female workers, even in the same industry. Even gender discrimination in wage occurs around the world. Women in developed countries are fighting for their right to earn the same salary. It may be attractive to Malaysian women to work abroad because they feel more valued to be paid equally with the same amount of workload regardless of their gender. When many Malaysians migrate to foreign countries, especially for female workers, the population in Malaysia will decrease. Second is past experience in destination country. Overseas graduates prefer to work abroad as an opportunity to enhance career development and job opportunity for them instead of working in Malaysia. For example, on figure above, 26,620 Malaysian students continue their study in Australia in 2018. This is because better career development and a variety of job opportunity combined with the fact that their destination country has a stronger currency and a better environment certainly influence some graduates to work in the country. This will affect the population in Malaysia, namely declining in the population when many graduates from abroad are not looking for job opportunity in Malaysia. Next is job opportunity. Malaysian workers have problem in finding a job because the increase in the recruitment of foreign worker cause few job opportunity for Malaysian. This is because Malaysian cannot afford to compete with immigrants due to the very low demand for their salary compared to the local workers. So, employer will prefer to hire foreign worker to work with them compared to the local workers. Local workers have difficulty finding job opportunity, so this will encourage them to migrate to find job opportunity that are suitable to their educational qualification. So the population in Malaysia will decline due to the increase in Malaysian migrating to foreign countries such as China, Singapore, and UK.
Individual perception based on their living standard. According to the conference proceeding of International Seminar on Global Issue in 2019, even though Malaysia has a good standard of living, people will still move. There are several elements that may affect individual perception, namely in terms of lifestyle, family factors, marriage factors, and weather consideration. For culture factors, individuals may be attracted to the lifestyle abroad, for example, in terms of clothing. Family factors that influence migration, such as family encouragement or marriage factor with people from other countries. Directly, the people of the country will migrate because they follow their families, especially to the women. The existence of an industry that will provide job opportunities according to the education and skill is very important. Some industry may not exist. This is a driving factor for migration, especially for high-skilled workers. For example, graduates who have just graduated and they migrate to find job opportunities based on their academic while at university. Among the factors that cause the lack of industrial existence is due to the lack of development innovation, where it is difficult for the industry to grow further. Graduates who have just completed their study will experience difficulties when they have to pave their own way in the industry. The uncertainty of success can affect their mentality.
The next analysis and discussion is knowledge transfer. We can see that establishing an atmosphere that facilitates smooth transfer of knowledge, requires skills and experience to Malaysian workers is crucial for optimizing their advantage. This entails working together with the government, companies, and returning experts to guarantee this frictionless exchange of information for nation overall growth. Last but not least about the analysis and discussion is the largest migrant issuing country in Southeast Asia. The Malaysian Department of Statistics estimate that as of 2022, there were about 2.2 million foreign workers in Malaysia with valid worker permits, such as manufacturing, plantation, agriculture, hospitality, security, and domestic labor, among other industries, since they make up The majority of workers in the non-skill sector in Malaysia and account for 15.3% of the workforce. Overall, labor migrants in these corridors play a significant economic role in both Malaysia and their home countries. Among other advantages to the Malaysian economy as a whole, the presence of permanent migrants also necessitates that the employee contribute to government health and insurance programs that support social security measures.
For recommendation, first is make investment and develop program to retain skilled worker. The government must invest in talent retention programs, competitive pay, improve working condition, and clear career paths are key component. Number 2, invest in education and professional elevate the workforce through education and professional growth, lifelong learning and upskilling program empower employees to navigate evolving markets, reduce the urge to seek opportunity elsewhere. Number 3, promote international cooperative effort, foster collaboration globally. Knowledge sharing, intensive mentoring program, and international conference bridge expertise between Malaysia abroad and local sector to ensure a shared journey toward progress.
One key recommendation is to implement effective retention strategies. Competitive salaries aligned with the global standards, coupled with continuous professional development opportunities, can create an environment that encourages domestic talent to stay and grow within Malaysia. Second is creating a favorable work environment is crucial in addressing migration issues. Fostering a positive workplace culture that values creativity, cooperation, and employee well-being can make workplace more enticing. Prioritizing staff safety and well-being ensures not just productivity but also employee satisfaction and enjoyment, contributing to talent retention. The third one is to revitalize Malaysia's workforce. Encouraging a reverse brain drain is essential. Incentives such as tax breaks, job growth opportunities, or financial assistance can attract Malaysians with international expertise back home. This approach not only recognizes external talent but also cultivates a welcoming environment for returning professionals contribute to the country's growth. In conclusion, the impact of labor migration on Malaysia is multifaceted, affecting various aspects of society. By understanding the challenges and implementing strategic recommendations, Malaysia can navigate these complexities and build a future that thrives on both domestic and global talent. That's all from me. Thank you.
Data quality and availability. There are many data variations with different sources, difficult to find accurate and detailed data suitable with our topic. The reference we found may not represent the real situation when it comes to migration. We use secondary data, for example, government report, academic journals, media source, survey and research study, and website. Difficult to find suitable reference and website, especially those involving numbers. Next limitation is restricted resource. Research on Malaysian workers who relocate abroad and only use the internet to obtain the information they need because of website limitation. Though useful information may be found on the internet, depending only on it might lead to bias and incomplete fact. The information we obtain might not be current or in real time, and the reliability of the source might differ. Furthermore, not all locations of Malaysian migration abroad may be covered by internet source. Methodology limitation. Time restriction are one of the issues. Based on this topic, we found that using only secondary data is difficult. The data gathered are insufficient for this research to remain relevant for an extended period since the critical portion of this study was not completed. And the last one is absence of accurate information. An absence of accurate information has made it harder to identify trends and meaningful association, which has also limited the size of our sample and the breadth of our research. For example, despite our effort, we are unable to fully understand the scale of the issue and their underlying causes due to the absence of accurate or comprehensive data on Malaysian personnel relocating to certain nation. It also makes it harder for us to come up with workable solution.
The future study of the impact Malaysian population is data quality and availability is to analyze and present information, use advanced technologies such as machine learning, data analytic tools, and data visualization approach. The next is the introduction of modern technologies into the analysis of data allows an improved understanding of any information and developments in addition to improving the efficiency of processing large amounts of data. The next feature study is about methodological limitation, is to extend the time range for the research to ensure that all planned activities such as interview and survey curation can be completed truly. Comprehensive data collection, building data collective produced to incorporate a wider range of sources, interview and survey researchers may explore using observational studies, case studies, or a longitudinal approach to collect deeper and more diverse data. The third feature study is overcoming situation with limited resources, with using a strategy that interacts fieldwork with online resources to overcome the limitation of information obtained via the internet. Form alliance with institutions and organizations to get access to confidential data and use their resources for fieldwork, investigate creative financing to guarantee more money for integrated research. The last feature study is about the expanding data, the credibility by using data triangulation strategies to eliminate bias of boost dependability by cross-referencing data from several sources. Work together to advance data research on Malaysian personnel relocate abroad with government organization, non-governmental organization, and education institutions.
In conclusion, a developing country should be a place where there are many job opportunities, but unfortunately the opportunities available are not for Malaysian. Therefore, Malaysian workers choose to leave the country to get a job in other country. Even Malaysia has a good quality of life index as a developing country, but many still choose to leave the country for better career development and job opportunity. This is also supported by several issues such as the problem of foreigners equipping semi-skilled and skilled professionals in Malaysia, causing Malaysians with no choice but to work on low wages to compete for stable job in the city even after graduating. Moreover, by observing cases of workplace bullying, company incompetency, and frequency of sexual harassment also cause many Malaysian workers to move to other country to find a job.